breaking the Shepard bubble.
We good? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so we did the Shepard Bubble, which is basically like, Shepard doesn't reach out to our community enough, and we needed to find ways that we could reach out, be part of the community, do stuff, get involved, do some volunteer work kind of stuff.
So this is some of the ways of how we try to pop the Shepard Bubble. So we did a survey, and then we did a small survey, but we kind of also want to ask you guys, so how involved are you with Shepard High School? Like, how involved are you with Shepard High School projects for the community? And how involved do you think Shepard is with the surrounding community? And how aware are you of community service activities through Shepard? And how would you pop the Shepard Bubble? Okay, so then this is who we interviewed.
So Miss Nissen, we came to our office kind of like saying what we want to do and kind of like get ideas from her, and she brought up some good things like the Suits for Soldiers. How many of you guys know about Suits for Soldiers? Nobody? Okay, so that's a prime example. Nobody really knows about these things that the school is trying to do, and that's a big issue. And our job is we're trying to make that vocal and make that come out of like Mr. Gallagher's office, even though like he took responsibility saying like, oh, well, maybe the students won't like this. So next week you guys will see a whole bunch of posters around Shepard talking about Suits for Soldiers. And what that basically is that for the veteran to come home and they don't really have like nice suits or ties and dress shoes and socks, not like regular socks, but dress socks. And he preferred something like new dress socks because you don't want to share socks, you know?
And we prefer if they were all like sizes, like adult sizes, so usually most of the veterans are older, so.
Yes, and you guys will see more of that around Shepard come next week. Okay. And then we also went to the fire department, which was literally right across the street from the school. We asked them what we could do for them, like how can we show our appreciation for them and what can we do to help them. And some things that we brought up was making cards around the holidays, whether it's a Christmas card or just saying Happy Halloween or something for Easter. And they said that they would love that, just to show that we are supporting them and we are always going to be like basically here for them, I guess you could say.
And we asked her specific, like this is a good idea, and if she thought like if this would like really help Shepard. And then we also asked her like how like she thought like other clubs could help, like New Club or the NHS. And then she thought we asked her more about like flyers or posters that we could give to students to help them be more aware of these things.
Okay, so talking more about the fire department, another thing that they said was maybe around like spring or even in the summer when we're not even in school, that if we went over there and we planted flowers or pulled some weeds or did something nice around their sign, made their environment a little more beautiful and more welcoming to them and others who walk past and see it every day. Because we do walk past the fire department and drive past it in our cars and buses every day to get to school. So we thought that that would be nice.
And then they mentioned like how in the past, like Shepard's helped a little bit. Like they have this sign in their in the fire department. It's from our wood shop, and so it's like a big sign. It's the same as their patch that they have on their shirts, and then the art club helped paint it, so now they have it like in display. And then they said like before, like some people like mentioned like, oh yeah, we're gonna help, but then they never did. So we want to like make that change, like that we actually are gonna go through this with helping them.
Now, to show of hands, how many of you guys would be interested in just walking over there and helping, or just dropping off a Christmas card here and there, or doing something for the fire department?
Mr. Gallagher, he's the athletic teacher, and we like talked to him to like get everything approved, like going to the fire department, and we wanted to hold a dodgeball tournament maybe in the spring for the fire department, where we get the fire department against the police officers, and we had to get that approved. We also had to get the posters that we're going to put up next week approved for the Suits for the Veterans Drive. We also like got more involved with him, how to advertise all the upcoming activities that we want to do for the school and the community. And yeah.
And then we for more towards the softball tournament for the fire department and police department. And we were thinking how like this game we could have like our donations and stuff could go towards burn camp, which is a camp for children who like suffered burns from fires, and they go to camp and it raises money for them to be able to go to the camp. That's what they've had one in the past in Blue Island, and it was really successful, but they don't do it anymore. So we're trying to bring that back, and maybe to Shepard, and maybe even get students involved.
Yes. So we also went in with Miss Pollock, and we asked her what we can do and some ideas that she could help with. And she kind of, whenever we brought up the fact about like the dodgeball tournament and all that stuff, she agreed and she thought that it was something great that hopefully can stick with us, not just have it for this year for Mr. Vazzana's project. Hopefully that the burn camp tournament could stay with us even when we all graduate. So she said that would be pretty cool if that would stick, and I'm pretty sure we are all hoping that this idea sticks with Shepard as well.
So we also talked to Miss Mine and Miss Sis. They do NHS, Leo Club, and those are clubs that already reach out to the community, help with community service. So we were asking them, like, what can we do to get other students that aren't in these clubs involved? Like, can we open that to everyone at Shepard? Because it seems like the people who really know that there is community service through Shepard are the ones that are in those two clubs, and not like the whole school. So she thought that, well, both of them thought that would be a really good idea to try to get more students involved with that.
And then we talked to her about kind of about like Leo Club and how like all the members know like where they can find like volunteering work. She showed us this one website and like how like that's where they find like where they can volunteer, like if there's spots open. And she also mentioned how like if like someone say wanted to bring a friend, like that she'd be welcome to that, so that other people can get that. And we also asked both of them like if we have this softball tournament, like if we could have volunteers from both their clubs get involved, and they said they would be happy to.
So if you guys ever had any questions about it, you could either in the future to where springtime comes around, either ask Ms. Klein about it, Ms. Sisk, or even ask one of us on how you guys can get involved with what we are trying to change.
We were happy because like we really like hope that this stays like all like our changes that we're trying to make. And then Mr. Gallagher was really helpful. Like it took us a while to talk to him, but he was kind of like the most important person, like so he could make sure that everything got approved.
Yes. And the feeling that we felt when he said, like, yeah, this is great, it was just outstanding. And we just hope that everything works out in the end and it sticks with us. It's not just, like I said before, it's not just a project that we're doing in AP Lane. Yes?
Do you guys have somebody that's going to like help continue this after? Like,
Hopefully, if it's successful, Mr. Gallagher will help us with that, and then we could also have this year to do it, and then next year, if this is successful, and then after that, we will have people who's helped us and says like, hey, it's a great idea, like younger students, and hopefully we could have them carry it on as well.
And Mr. Gallagher did mention like he'd help us get people who could help us like throughout this, like keep it up, and like so we wouldn't just have to do it on our own, just like help like get other staff members maybe to help us like make this work.
Kayla?
I had a two-parter. Are we only helping like the Palos community?
We were just like mostly the surrounding community, I think.
Okay.
And then since it is brand new and since nobody is really helping a lot now, if we would start in the Palos community and then start going around even to greater other communities such as like Alsip or even Crestwood, things like that. Any other questions?
And then with the softball tournament, like the fire department mentioned how they could get like other departments from other like communities involved, so like they would also be involved.
Yes. Mr. Vazzana.
So for this softball game that you guys are putting together, it would be the police force versus the fire department, or would it be like students versus the fire department?
It would be the police force against the fire department, against hopefully if I can get like the candidates from like Crestwood Fire Department, all the students as a team, and then against like the own softball team, and then students and teachers.
Guys, it would be very cool if you, as 4 students, put this together. That would be remarkable.
That is our goal.
Any other questions? Okay. Thank you, guys.